Hey, Cody here, coming to you from the Lightspeed Social Agency YouTube headquarters here in my office. And I want to talk to you today about what I'm seeing as the top 5 new advertising options for lawn care and landscaping businesses. These are things that you can start doing right away, or that I'm really excited about and that I'm hoping to see some movement on in the next year. So to get started, real quickly, number 5 is TikTok. The audience on the platform is young, but it's a lot older than when we first started hearing about TikTok. Once I joined, I knew we were on the path to older people hitting the platform. You need to keep an eye on TikTok. One of the huge pros for small business on TikTok is that they do have some local targeting. It is not as refined as you can get on Facebook and Instagram currently, but it is similar to what you can do on AdWords. That's a little bit of, not great news. I'd really love to see the precision of Facebook replicated on TikTok because you're dealing with a really cold marketplace, right? So the benefit of Facebook is that we can laser focus people who aren't necessarily thinking about lawn care right now, but because we're so laser focused on the people in our service area, we're not wasting a bunch of money. We're just getting in front of the right people a bunch of times until it's the right moment. Versus when you have that kind of broader target, you can't hit neighborhood by neighborhood. You're going to end up in a situation where you're spending a lot of money to get in front of a lot of people 1 or 2 times. So I would look for greater targeting on TikTok or a really clear reason to be there. But one of the big pros for small businesses there is that people don't expect super high tier video quality, right? As long as your audio is decent, the video is you're able to make out what's happening in it. Really, really lo-fi, low quality videos make it on TikTok that wouldn't make it on another platform. So your ads can match the content of the platform really easily. It's something that you can do on a limited budget for video. You don't have to hire a big company to do the video for you, that kind of thing. And then the next thing is super similar to TikTok. Number 4, YouTube Shorts. Now, in years past, I have cautioned clients from getting into YouTube ads because you're competing with big brands. You're going to end up in the same ad placement as much bigger brands with much bigger ad budgets. And the problem is that your content is not going to match theirs, right? You and I can't afford the same sort of media campaign as Lowe's. So their video is going to be much higher production value, that kind of thing. And so you're going to stand out and, not in a great way. YouTube Shorts are very, very similar to TikTok. Same vertical aspect ratio designed to be scrolled on a phone. And I think that it is 100% fine for your video ads. These vertical video ads are really taking on this kind of lo-fi aesthetic that you can absolutely replicate. A self-produced ad on YouTube Shorts is going to match the content much better. And this is the same with TikTok. I have gotten so accustomed to what ads look like on Facebook and Instagram that I can just blindly scroll and just not even see them. I'll see the posts from my friends on either side and will just glaze over at the ad in the middle. I cannot tell you the number of times I have been tricked into watching an entire TikTok ad because I did not realize it was an ad. If it blends with the content well enough that someone just watches it, that is perfect. That's what we're going for. Looking super highly produced is not actually what you want on a YouTube short ad or on a TikTok ad. Those are both platforms designed for you to be filming on your phone. The organic content for that looks best when it comes from someone's phone. Work to make your vertical videos fit with the platform that you're working on. Blend into the content there so that people watch the ad without even realizing it's an ad. And that can also mean engaging with what's happening on the platform, right? So that's when this kind of becomes a little bit of a beast, is when you're trying to engage with what we would call the meta, not Meta the company, but the meta as in what people are doing on the platform, what's getting a laugh right now. The cycle on TikTok and YouTube Shorts is essentially just a TikTok clone. It's really, really quick. Things move quickly. So you either have to be super of the moment or entirely above it, maybe working off of a joke that was popular a year ago that still comes up occasionally. So this is an opportunity for me to tell you that maybe you should be on TikTok and scrolling and seeing what works. All right, number 3, podcast ads. Now, the thing that I am most excited about here is not something you can do at the moment, but it's something that two huge podcast providers have announced. They are working on opening. They've made acquisitions in the technology space that should be companies that enable them to do this on their platform. So the way that all the big podcasts work is they do something called dynamic insertion of ads. And that is where there are tones that human ears can't hear that are put into the episode that signify the in and out point of an ad. And then when there is a buy for that placement, they insert the ad in all automatically. And the way that that's used right now is if you go and download a back catalog episode of, a really popular podcast from one of the big streaming sources, so like a big iHeartMedia podcast, you download that podcast, it goes and sources current ads. It doesn't, you can be listening to an episode from 3 years ago, you will get a current promo code for Blue Apron or whatever it is, right? So that enables them to continually sell that ad space on that podcast for the back catalog at a discounted rate over like newer episodes. But they get to continually do that as opposed to like old school podcast advertisements when they would be host read and not dynamically inserted. You would end up with, you're listening to a 2-year-old episode, you're hearing an ad for a product for a company that may not even exist anymore, right? So that was wasted real estate. They have found a way to resell that with this dynamic insertion. And what iHeartMedia, and we'll have links to some sources in the description here, iHeartMedia and Spotify have both talked about the idea of opening themselves up to a demand market for advertising. And that is the same like self-serve market that Facebook and Instagram use already, that AdWords uses already. So this is like very well-trod ground in the advertising space. This is the kind of evolution that we would expect and hope to see, especially a guy like me. So be watching for that. The biggest thing about podcasts is that I think probably a lot of you, especially if you're in the field, you probably listen to a lot of podcasts because you're always driving, that kind of thing. 60% of American adults listen to at least one podcast a week, and a significant percentage of those people listen to 6+ hours of podcasts a week. So that is a huge opportunity to get directly into someone's ears. And I can tell you as an avid podcast listener, the ads work on me, right? I buy things from podcast ads pretty regularly. I'll try out a service that I hear about on a podcast. I've tried, I think all of the meal kit delivery services now. Spotify is testing, leaving the door open for this. So in the future, this could very well be worth your time. I am super excited about this. We are keeping our ears to the ground about this. And then number 2 is Facebook and Instagram. Still absolutely number 1 for the green industry. The only thing that can possibly beat it is free word of mouth. It's just the perfect intersection of advertising technology for the industry that we're in. So you have that beautiful neighborhood by neighborhood targeting that I've built my entire business around. You have the ability to just replicate every door direct mail campaigns from 20, 25 years ago and just say, I want just this neighborhood. I want to make my routes as dense as possible. It's just such an excellent advertising tool. The average age of a Facebook and Instagram user has ticked up to right into the sweet spot of home owning age. It is just chef's kiss, perfect place to be running your ads right now. So stay there. If you're watching this channel, I am sure that you have been convinced of the value of Facebook and Instagram ads. It is the core of what we do at Lightspeed. And then finally, I want to tell you about the thing that I am absolutely the most excited about. Apple, the maker of the phone that's filming this video right now and the laptop that I'm using to record it, they are launching a self-serve ad platform. It is not 100% clear what all of that is going to entail. They've been making some key hires in the ad tech space, some acquisitions as well, just like iHeart and Spotify. So they are making moves toward doing this, and they have said that they want to expand their revenue that is already, they bring in like $10 billion in just App Store ads, just ads for apps. And they want that doubled, tripled going forward. So they have talked about expanding advertising into Apple News, which is a paid platform They wanted it expanded into Apple Maps, which is the default Maps app on the most ubiquitous smartphone. So Apple controls 60% of the handheld space. Over half of phones in people's hands are iPhones. They control a significant portion of the laptop space. PC sales dropped for the first time in like forever, and Apple sales surged with the launch of the M1 Max. This is just an incredible opportunity for small business owners. I think probably we're going to be in the Apple Maps category. We are going to be trying to get in front of a premium audience, hopefully targeting by at least zip code. I would imagine even tighter, because they're going to use their intense knowledge of where you are, who you are. They're going to leverage all of that stuff. All of the things that they've been saying are private between you and Apple. For years, they've campaigned on this security thing. They're more secure than Android. They're more secure than Windows. Everything's kept between you and Apple, or just you. That is going to be opened up to advertisers. They're going to leverage that value that they have, even if they obscure it from the advertisers. They're going to do what Facebook does, is my prediction. So I cannot tell you how excited I am about Apple Ads. Every time a little breadcrumb of this drops, I'm sending it to Robert immediately. We have a new hire that is working with us. We knew each other before this. I was talking to him about it. I have literally annoyed my friends talking about how excited I am about Apple's ad tech rolling out. So I am hoping that we will see something, like some really key indicators that things are moving by the end of the year. Hopefully something is out by the start of next season, and I would love for you to be a guinea pig on that. If you would like to do some Apple Ads together the moment that it's available, shoot me an email and we will get a waiting list of people to do some experiments there. But that is what I am excited about. Top 5 new advertising options for lawn care and landscaping over the next season. Hopefully, maybe one season after that, some of these things are like fully available, really fleshed out. But TikTok, YouTube Shorts, dynamically inserted podcast ads, Facebook and Instagram you can do right now. Go do it. Don't wait around. And the number one thing I'm excited about are those Apple ads. I cannot wait to be running ads for my clients in Apple Maps in front of the premium audience for, high-end smartphones, but then also Apple knows so much about you. The only people who know more about our client base than Facebook is Apple. So just so excited for that to open up, and I cannot wait to help you grow your business with some advertisements on iOS and Mac devices. All right, I will see you next week. Make sure to tune into the podcast. Robert and I will be talking about this a little bit more and why we're so excited about it. So tune in over there. You can find us Lightspeed Lawn Care Marketing anywhere you get podcasts. If you search on your podcatcher and you don't see it, shoot me an email or a message somewhere and let me know what you use, and I'll make sure that we've submitted to get on there. There's a bunch of little apps that maybe don't source from Apple Podcasts and the other places I submitted. So just let me know if you can't find it. Make sure to subscribe here if you're not already. Click the bell for notifications. We publish every Friday, and we look forward to helping you grow your business.